I know this particular message will trigger a lot of people's anger, but let me be honest and be real with you. Ghana, we are playing with fire. Me say, yet was another info ada abedane ya kwae. And I bet to two anoma ho da be kire say anoma be ni. What do I mean? If a danger is coming towards you and you have no idea, or you have no solution, or you have no experience to overcome that particular danger that is coming towards you, what must you do? You go straight forward to people who have been a victim of that particular same situation or that particular same danger that is heading towards you. Then you do what? You learn from it and you take advice from them and you do what? You quench that particular fire or you stop that particular danger that is coming towards you. Ghana is playing with fire. I'll use South Africa as an example. What do I mean? Sorry for this particular mentioning South Africa in this particular video, but I have no choice to do that because they are the only people that we can use them as an example in Africa here because they are the one that going through the similar thing in Ghana here. In Africa here, sorry. Now, the Afrikaners who call themselves white South Africans have now captured Orania totally and completely. They have their own flag, they grow their own food, they have their own hospitals, they have their own currency and everything over there in Orania. And black people, black South Africans, the indigenous people of the land are not allowed to go there. You understand? Not even the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, the current president of South Africa, has no right to go to Orania because according to them, they say they are preserving their culture and their identity as Afrikaners. And now these same people are pushing so harder to capture Western Cape also. Do you understand? And at the same time, if they succeed in this, they will push the indigenous people of South Africa, which is the black South Africans, from Western Cape, claiming that is for them. And afterwards, they will move towards Johannesburg, Pretoria. They will make sure they capture all the major cities, the big cities in South Africa. And South Africa will face another apartheid. I'll be honest with you. This is the similar thing that Ghana is moving in. Similar thing that Ghana is heading towards. And if you don't take care, you will cry more than what South Africans are doing right now. Before I continue, greetings, lovely family. Thank you very much for joining me here today once again. If today is your first time, do us a favor, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and don't forget to share this particular video to your fellow Ghanaian. You can also join the conversation or share your thoughts under the comment section, okay? Respectfully, this video is not against any nationality, any individual, or any ethnicity. It's about awakening and educational purpose and for enlightenment for my fellow Ghanaians and other African people. Now let's learn. Let's make some sense out of some nonsense. According to this particular man, Ehinetu Jude Chukwueze, that self-proclaimed king of Igbos in Ghana here, who is not even being recognized as a king or as a Bola Bola chief in Nigeria. This man bought a 200 acres of land in Ghana here, and he was about to build an Igbo community or Igbo kingdom in Ghana here on a soil that their ancestors did not even fight for, a soil that their ancestors or even them, the Igbo people, they don't even know the background or the history of the land. And according to them, they will build one main gate that will lead into the community. They will build Igbo guest house that if their Biafra group of people comes into Ghana, they will come there and sleep, whatever. They will build a hall that will contain over 2,000 people when they are holding conferences or whatever. And they will build 100 guest rooms. They will plant Igbo lands and they will construct streets and they will name it after their ancestors that have died and gone for so many years. Do you know what this means? So this is what has happened in South Africa right now. And if the Ghanaians, we don't put our step down, this will turn into a torture in the near future. At the same time, we have some Lebanese right here in Ghana who have bought a huge sum of lands. You understand? And they are building estates, fencing and renting it to their own fellow Lebanese. And if you don't take Charlie, Ghana, let me be honest with you, we are playing with fire. We are playing with fire. And if you don't wake up today, and let our government or our leaders don't come back to their senses and know that, no, what we are doing, we are rather doing what we are rather selling out our country, and we are rather being greedy to our country or our people in the near future. The people, the generation that will come out from Ghana, they will weep. They will be foreigners in their own country. And this is what Ghanaians need to learn from South Africa. South Africans have been fighting day in and day out. They have even launched an operation called Dudula, which they are using it to fight against illegal activities, crimes, and whosoever illegal immigrants in South Africa who don't have proper documents, that if they commit crimes, they will be what? They will be traced. This is what Ghanaians need to learn. We have to learn the good side, not the bad side. Not that particular attack, this xenophobic attack and whatsoever it is. The answer is no. I'm not talking about learning the xenophobic part of this situation, but the aggressive part of protecting the integrity and the sovereignty of this country, the international credibility of this country, because this country's good name is fading away gradually. It's fading away, and if you don't take care, the next generation will be a victim, and there will be foreigners in their own country. There are some places that you will go, you not even find 5% of Ghanaians over there. It's being captured by foreigners. Yes, our retail business is being invaded by foreigners, but the constitution shaped it purposely and emphatically enforced it to Ghanaians. Now retail business is being invaded by Chinese, Lebanese, Nigerians, and a lot of foreigners. They are not engaging our retail businesses. If you go to Abusoka, if you go to Circle, most of the shops are being owned by foreigners, and this is what we are talking about. This is what we need to learn from. This is what Ghanaians need to come back to their senses and realize that Ghana is driving towards a very dangerous place. And this will be more than galamsey. This will be more than illegal mining. That we have been fighting it day in and day out, and we cannot fight it. This is how the galamsey started. It started with shovel, Sophie. Just a piece of land. They will be using Sophie. Now they are using an excavator, and the government themselves cannot even fight against it because most of the people are being involved in it. And this is what we are trying to prevent from now. Ghanaians are not being xenophobic, and Ghanaians are not being a traitor to African unity, because no African country in Africa here has invested more in the unity of Africa than Ghana. So if Ghana has realized, and the youth of Ghana are waking up to prevent their identity and the sovereignty and the international credibility of this country, allow them to do so because it's their constitutional rights. So the youth of Ghana, it's time for us to learn. Approach the people who have been a victim of this situation. Let's get some advice from them, and let us use to run this country. Let us use to prevent everything in this country, because the banditry is becoming too much. Robbery, armed robbing, kidnapping, selling of hard drugs, assaulting and defilement. A whole lot is happening in this country. That is the reason why Ghana is no longer safe. And South Africa right now, if you are talking about crimes, South Africa is there. South Africa has been labeled as one of the more criminal countries in Africa. If you talk about selling of hard drugs, South Africa is there. If you talk about everything that you can imagine, South Africa is in the picture. And this is what we need to prevent now, before it's too late. Nobody hates anybody. Nobody is against anybody, but we are rather protecting the nation and the safety of this nation. So don't put in your mind that fighting for this nation is a xenophobic attack, or fighting for this nation is a betrayal of African unity. That's how it's no. We can unite, but each of us or all of us must protect our own individual countries before Africa can unite. Yes, so let's learn, because the danger that is coming towards us, it will be bigger than us. And if this Igbo man succeed of building this particular kingdom, another tribe will come from nowhere and do the same thing, and we cannot stop it. We cannot stop it. Thank you very much. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this particular video to your fellow Ghana. Here is Save Ghana Now and Save Ghana Movement. We shall meet in the next episode. Stay safe and stay blessed. I love you all.